How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Manatee Gaming. Double XP is over, and that, of course, means that we have some new money-making methods popping up in here. Excuse me for the sound of the fan in the background. I have it blasting right in my face. It gets super hot here. It's been like in the 90s Fahrenheit, not Celsius. That would be ridiculous. But anyway, guys, despite the sweltering heat, I have been trying to find some new money-making methods, and I've found some. So this is the first of those. So we recently had the Brooch of the Gods be introduced into the game. That's one of the new jewelry, I guess you can call it, that have been introduced. And with this one, it has made it so that you're able to add 1,000 of each decorated urn to it, in addition to several other effects. So it's actually a pretty amazing item. And with everyone being very excited about it, obviously everybody wants to buy those decorated urns. So in today's video, we're actually going to be talking about making decorated urns. So a couple things I want to say about this video. First of all, you're going to need your crafting into the upper 70s. I believe it's 76 in order to make some of the decorated urns. Which decorated urn you make kind of is really up to you, but I'll give you an example or two in this video. And then I'm also going to show you the basic strategy of how to do this, because it's actually very simple to do. The one last thing I do want to let you know in the very beginning of this video is that if you're watching this video like a couple weeks after I release it or something like that, it may or may not be still active, because the decorated urns will definitely go down. So I would say that if you want to jump on this method, then jump on it as fast as you can and make some money while you can. So we're going to go and look right in here, guys, in my grand exchange. So in my grand exchange, I've got these soft clays in my inventory. What I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to take this soft clay. We're going to do a live price test to show you guys how much a soft clay actually buys for right now. You do need 2 soft clays to make 1 decorated urn. It doesn't matter which one you make, and you're going to need to have 10,000 soft clays, and that will. Sorry, you're not going to need that, but that is the buy limit. Sorry, I kind of said that weird. But the buy limit is 10,000 per 4 hours. You're going to be making 840 urns per hour. I almost said per minute. That'd be pretty amazing. So with 840 made per hour, you're going to be using up something just under 1,600 clays. And the reason why I say under is because we're going to be using a method that's actually going to save some of our clays. So more on that in a second here. But the soft clay right here, guys, I'm going to instant sell it for low to see how much you can buy them for. 505 gold is how much you can slow buy these for. So it's a very, very profitable thing right now, because if you look, it takes 2 of these soft clays to make 1 decorated urn. And just to give you a little bit of information on what I'm going to show you here in a second, if you look at Brooch of the Gods, so if you actually own a Brooch of the Gods, which would be very useful if you have one for yourself already, the portable skill station effects are twice as likely to trigger. So that means that when you're using a portable crafter and it says it's going to save you 10% of the clay you use while making urns, you can actually bump that up to 20% of the clay is actually going to be saved, which is actually pretty amazing. So that means that when we're calculating how many clays we're going to use per hour, I'm actually able to cut that down by 20%. That's going to save a lot of money. So how much do decorated urns go for? If you're actually checking out my grand exchange here, then you've probably seen it for yourself. These are actively selling right now. I kind of accidentally withdrew the money right before the video started, but this is how much these are actually going for. So as you see, I sold 744 of these so far for 20,000 gold each. Now the funny thing is actually before I put these in for sale, I could not buy them for 90,000 gold each. I don't really think that's a realistic price for 90k or anything like that, so I tried selling them for 20k. And this right here is how many I have sold in about the last 20 or 25 minutes. So they do sell for this price, but just very, very, very slowly. And also, you can try many other decorated urns, because if you look in the Grand Exchange, there are a plethora of decorated urns. We have 9 different decorated urns, guys, so don't think you only can do wood cutting, but try to sell these bad boys for a lot more. Right now, they're pretty much all going for between 10,000 to 20,000 each if they're really useful. I would probably avoid the smelting ones, though, as those always tend to be less than the other ones. But with this in mind, though, if we're looking at 20,000 gold per urn, and then we've got our soft clay right here at 505 a piece. I'm actually going to go ahead and do this math for you right here on the screen. Boom. Oh, whoops. I just killed... here, let me fix this. Oops. There we go. Never mind. I was going to bring up the calculator, but actually I'll have to set it up. It's fine. It's fine. So we have approximately 19,000 profit per urn if we were to sell them all at 20k a piece. Now keep in mind though, that is like the prime price right this minute. And with pretty much every money making method that I put on my channel, I'm just gonna be real with you guys. It's probably not gonna sell for 20,000 after this video goes up, but it'll be somewhere between 10 and 20k. I don't know exactly what it's gonna be at. That's the reason why I'm gonna put kind of like a varying profit per hour. I just wanna be realistic. It's not realistic that we're gonna get 20k for like the next week. So if we have 19,000 profit each in this example though, and remember that we're going to be saving about 20%, but we'll calculate that in for a second. We're able to make 840 of them per hour. So we're going to take 840 times 19,000, and that's going to give us 15,960,000. Alrighty. And so for making 840 of them, and then we're going to take that times 2, that's how many clays we're going to use per hour. That's going to be 1680 clays per hour. We're going to multiply that times 20%. Yeah, let me make sure I can do math here. 1680 times 0.2. 336 soft clays are going to be saved per hour. Multiply that times 505, and we get 169,000 that's going to be saved from that bonus. Keep in mind that if you do not have a Brooch of the God, that's okay. You're still going to be able to save 10% by using a portable crafter, which I will show you in the video. So guys, essentially, if you're able to sell these for 20k and buy them for 505, then that means you're going to be making 16 million gold per hour. But like I said, it's going to vary between 10 and 20k. But regardless though, even if you sold them for 10k, that's still ridiculously high, and that makes this a very good money making method. So let's go ahead and run over to the area where we can do this. I'm actually going to show you this, guys, on the video without editing it. I'm not going to jump cut to it because I want to show you guys how to get there, just in case you don't know. Simply teleport to Lumbridge. You can teleport there from anywhere. It doesn't really matter. And then once you get to Lumbridge, you're going to run your happy little character butt over there as you lag really badly because you know you're recording and this area is always laggy. So we're going to come over here and we're going to come over to this area right here. So I'm currently on World 84. Either World 84 or World 99 will usually have most of the portables going. So as you can see, there's just a big block of portables. What you're going to want to do is run over here to the bank, if you can even find it. Click on the bank chest. When you get to the bank chest, guys, this is where you're going to want to make sure you have a preset. So if you're planning on sitting here and doing this for hours and hours and hours, then obviously make yourself a preset because it's going to save a lot of time. I don't have one made because I'm not doing this for hours and hours and hours, but essentially in your preset, you're going to want to have your full artisan's outfit. I'm 200 million crafting, so I'm not going to wear that, but full artisan's outfit is what you would need, and then wear your Brooch of the Gods if you have that. And then, like whatever other XP boosting things. This isn't really about the XP, so I'm not going to get down into that. And it doesn't really give you that good of XP to begin with. But ultimately, you don't really need much of anything here except Brooch of the Gods. That's like the most thing. That's like the biggest thing you need. If you have it. If you don't have it, that's okay. They're kind of expensive. Like I said, you'll just save a little bit less clays. But if you have it, wear it. So come out over here, and they will usually put the portable crafter right next to the bank. If you're in a position like this, by the way, it's really cool because you can right click underneath the portable crafter and click walk here. When you walk here, that makes it so you don't have to bounce back and forth between the bank and the crafter. You can just stand right here on the crafter. What you're going to want to do next, guys, is right click on the crafter and look at the massive pile of people that are here and find the configure. Click on configure. When you're at configure, you're going to bring this little box up here so you can see it. You're going to click on clay crafting. So then after you've configured the clay crafting, what happens after that is when you just normally left click the portable crafter, as you can see on the screen, it now shows the option for clay crafting. So now all you gotta do, guys, is just click on the crafter and watch it, watch the hitbox be terrible. hit the crafter, we'll try again, and we're gonna click on form clay. So form clay. And then we're going to be able to choose which one of these we want to do. The reason why I'm actually going through this entire thing, by the way, is because people usually don't go through the entire thing. I just want to make sure that if you're a new player and you're trying to make some money, that I'm able to help you guys out. So go to crafting, and you got the whole drop-down list right here of all different urns and everything you can make. Click on woodcutting urn if you want to make those, or click on fishing if you want to make those, whatever you want to make, but I'm going to make woodcutting in this example. And we're going to make sure we click on the decorated woodcutting urn. And like I said, level 76 is what you're going to need, basically. So after that, you're going to click on mold, and then your guy will sit here and mold things. It's going to take about 16 seconds for your first inventory. And then that is really about it. It's just going to go, and it's going to make your urns. Just in case you've literally never made urns before, this is basically the process right here. Now, I'm going to show you a couple variations of what you can do next. So what you can do next is you could just go ahead and deposit these into your bank, all of these into your bank. And if you deposit them all into your bank, then what you can do is you can do like all of the molding at once, which is less AFK. And then later on, you could actually sit here and do the firing. Now, as you see for firing, when I click on Fire Clay, and I click on my Decorator Urn right here to fire them, you can see it takes 50 seconds. So if it takes me 50 seconds to fire these bad boys, that means that basically, if I had a full inventory of these, it's actually very, very AFK. And so this money-making method is actually very AFK and very casual. What I would recommend to do if you're someone who's trying to, like be as, less intense as possible and try to AFK this method, is I would go through and mold all of your urns you plan on doing first, and then fire them all. And if you're trying to, if you're like the average person where you're kind of panicking, you're like, oh my gosh, the price is going to keep on going down. Ah! Well, if you're worried about that, then just make smaller amounts of batches. Make like, I don't know, 1,000 at a time or 2,000 at a time or something like that, rather than making them all at once. Also, you might have this issue right here where it pops up where it only makes 14 because it did not expect you to save the extra ones here. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But anyway, that is basically how you do that, guys. Just make sure you have your preset though, because then all you gotta do is when you have a preset, like I said, I don't have one made, but let's act like this construction one is my preset. All I would have to do is click on one, since it's in the one spot here for preset. And then if I click on one, boom, it immediately jumps out of here. All I gotta do is click on crafting again and then go again. So you're going to be able to make somewhere between 800 and 840 of the urns per hour. It really depends on which method you're doing between molding them all and firing them all, or doing both, or whatever you're going to do. It's going to get you right around 16 million gold per hour with all your saves and stuff like that. If you don't have the Brooch of the Gods and stuff like that, I expect a little bit less gold, but that is a general idea. Even if the prices do go down to 10k or even 8k or 7k or whatever, you're still making quite a bit of gold, and this is actually a pretty nice way to train your crafting in a very profitable way if that's what you're looking for. Anyway, guys, feel free to check out the Patreon on the in the description down below if you'd like to support the channel and also start making yourself 1 billion or more gold per month. I'm not kidding. You can literally do it right there. Or you can also join our Discord. We have almost 9,000 members. Actually, we're actually like 3 members away from 9,000. So maybe by the time you join, it'll be over 9,000. It's over 9,000. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys next video. Have a good one.